Hi everybody and welcome to our kitchen.
We're not cooking for you today though.
We're not. We're gonna do a flower arrangement today.
Yes.
Because you know, it's been the last couple of years has been not that easy for everybody.
Since
And
the
one
pandemic.
thing that I have really loved is having fresh flowers in the house.
Oh, me too. Yeah.
And people think it's really super expensive to order fresh flowers, and it can be, but if you make your own flower arrangements, it's so fun, therapeutic, and not that expensive.
It's almost meditative in a way.
It is meditative.
I am a newbie at it, but Val is one of a kind, amazing artist, floral artist, I guess you would call.
We're gonna do it. Let's get some aprons on.
Oh, but it looks so cute. First, look at this before I ruin it with an apron. Oh. I thought you were gonna have me an apron.
Here you go.
You know we have matching ones. I don't want to mess up my hair.
Oh no. Look, mine's really high up. Mine's about 1.5 inches above my nipples.
Well, is that the proper way?
No. So, first things first.
I'm the realist.
We got a big, huge pot of gorgeous flowers. So you're just gonna follow me step by step. First thing, you want your food.
Okay.
So go ahead and put 2 of those in there.
How far do you want to put the water up? Like how far up do you want it?
Like about there.
3/4? Okay. Perfecto.
Now, traditionally in flower arranging, you want to have something to hold your stems upright and in place so that you're not just ending up with a bunch of flowers that are falling out to the sides with nothing in the middle.
Okay.
So traditionally people use things like chicken wire, but I'm trying to make this easy for everybody.
Yep.
And if you don't have chicken wire sitting around the house, I just use Scotch tape.
Ooh.
And I create a little grid on my base. So I'm going to continue that.
A Val hack.
A Val hack.
And do you just line them across or do you crisscross?
I'm going to go crisscross.
Okay.
Like a tic-tac-toe board.
Like a TikTok? I don't know how to do TikToks.
Henry,
Can I have the elephant?
let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Yeah.
Ah! Okay.
Okay, next we want to kind of just play around with the flowers and get some sort of idea of how we want to compose this
Okay.
structure. I like to start with the greenery.
Scissors.
Scissors.
So I'm gonna grab the same as you and kind of replicate what you create. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay. So what do you do?
So I like to put the vase right up to the edge of the countertop,
Okay.
so that I can use the negative space down here that's not where the counter is, and I have some sort of an idea of where the bottom of the vase is. So I can use that as a guide to cut. Does that make sense?
It makes sense to me.
Okay.
I didn't see how much you cut off.
About 2 inches. So what did you think about the Academy Awards last night?
Oh my god, it was so good. Seriously, I felt like it was an ode back to like old Hollywood. Like it was enjoyable for the first time this year.
It was certainly
And
better.
everything, everywhere, all at once took everything, everywhere, all at once. Oh, shoot, I'm not paying attention. Okay, so another one. You ask me things and then you expect me to...
So what I'm doing, I've got 2 about the same height, and we've already talked about this. The construction for this, we want to be tall on one side and we want it to be short on the other, because once we do our tablescape, which will be a totally different video, we're going to use these together so that they meet in the middle with their tall points, and then they cascade down.
Correctamundo.
So I've got 2 about the same height.
Got it.
This one I've cut down even further, and then here's a tip, guys. You never want to have any leaves in your water, because then it's gonna make it all mucky and what is that green stuff called?
Algae.
Algae or algae.
Oh, algae.
Mother used to say algae when I was a kid, and I would make fun of her, and I would say, it's algae. So you want to take off the leaves that are going to go down into the water because you don't want any algae. Okay, maybe a little shorter.
Okay.
Okay, so these I want to be, these are so pretty. Look at these.
I love these. These are so... I'm putting it up to my eye because it makes my eyes look pretty. Okay, so we want to leave them really long.
We want to leave them long, but we want to cut off just the tiniest bit so that it's a fresh cut so that it can absorb that food. And then I'm going to put it right over here on the left with these big tall things.
Okay.
How's yours going?
Oh, it's going.
Make sure you're taking off all these icky leaves.
I was.
Okay.
Oh, you want all the leaves off?
Well, they kind of look a little bit.
Mine just exploded.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, we're gonna put that in there. Oh, okay. Well, this is fun.
And I really love green and white together. I think it's so classy looking.
Oh. Okay, mine is falling apart.
What do you think makes people scared to try new things like maybe flower arranging or tablescaping
I think people...
or painting?
I think in this day and age, people feel like they don't have time to do the things that like bring them joy or little activities.
So all the ones with these really tall, long stems, I just kind of want to build up height on this one side.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we're doing now. So yeah, I think it's nice to show people that really this doesn't take any more time than it does to check your Instagram when you go in one of those big deep dive scrolls.
Deep dive rabbit holes.
And so much more rewarding, isn't it?
It is.
Now I love these.
I love the droopiness of them.
And I would like to maybe create some droops on the side that's lower. Now I'm using these ones. It would help if I knew the names of flowers. These are pretty green ball ones. These are white, I think those are carnations.
I think they are too.
These are droopity little thingies. Don't know the names of those.
I
Did you know when I was a little kid I had three imaginary friends.
Yeah. Was it like hippity hoppity and skippity?
No, it was Dippity, Doppity, and Flippity.
Okay, like he had, okay. You act like my names were like way out there. No, it was Flippity, Floppity, and Flippity, or Dippity, or whatever. I had an imaginary friend named Murney, only one, and he delivered pizzas, and he had red eyes, and he would get in the bathtub with my Aunt Kim, I guess. I don't remember.
So my brother passed away from SIDS when he was 4 months old, and it was right after that that I went to the door. I was only 1. And I went to the door and I opened it, and I came in and I started doing all these hand motions, and my mom said, "Val, what are you doing?" And I said, "I'm changing the baby's diaper."
Oh.
And she said, "What baby?" And I said, "Doppity." So I think that it was kind of a coping mechanism. I had all these, or maybe they were just like invisible aliens.
He thinks everything's an alien.
Or
He's been
angels.
saying angels are aliens, and you know what? When you listen to him, he's right. Mine does not look like yours for some reason. Oh, mine's falling apart still.
What is happening with yours?
Oh my gosh. Maybe I'm too aggressive.
I feel like maybe you're too heavy-handed. Do you think?
I think so.
So what I'm doing now is I'm kind of just like stepping back and then looking at holes.
Okay.
So I'm just putting these in where there might be holes
Negative space.
to just fill it in.
I like the word negative space, probably better than holes.
When I was little, well, I was little in the 80s, and you remember how big hair was in the 80s? Like really big.
Oh, big hair wasn't.
hair.
I thought you meant just hair was big.
No.
Like hair's always been kind of big because people have it.
There was a brand of hairspray called Stiff Stuff. And it came in a big aerosol can.
I don't think this one's gonna live much longer.
You're not listening to my story.
But look at this. Okay.
It's a hairspray that they made in the 80s
Mm-hmm.
that would just literally hold anything in place.
That's cool.
And so that's what my mom used, and she had this big curly hair. And she would do, and it was just everywhere, big, all the way around.
Uh-huh.
And she would spray, and then she would come to me and say, Val, tell me if there are any holes in the back. And so she would turn around and show me her hair, and if there was any holes, then I would have to take the little pick and fluff them out.
Oh, look at you were a baby fluffer.
Oh, okay. You know what that means, don't I?
You just look for holes.
This is quickly becoming not a family-friendly show.
I think we're gonna delete that.
Hasta mañana till we meet again.
Don't know when. Ow! I just cut my finger.
You really are having a time of it over there.
Yeah.
The purpose of this was to show people how fun and easy it is. Okay, see, I just took the baby's breath type situation stuff, and I just started by the bottom and just went all the way around and started putting it into negative space.
Okay.
Or holes.
Hold on, I have to get a napkin because I'm bleeding.
Alright, and I think I'm done with my side. Let's see if I like the way it looks. You know, that looks so pretty. Look at that.
Easy peasy.